So during the Devin Haney versus Regis face-to-face, surprisingly, Regis admitted that he asked for a tune-up before the Devin Haney fight in order to build the Devin Haney fight. Check it out.
He really didn't want to fight me, for real.
You f***ing crazy. I didn't want to fight you. What are you talking about?
No, you didn't want to fight me.
Why am I here?
You didn't want to fight me. You wanted to fight another fight. You wanted to fight a tune-up, and then not a tune-up. You want to fight a stay busy fight, and then you was like, all right, well maybe we can fight. Maybe we'll fight.
Listen. I'm gonna tell you. Yeah, I was thinking about maybe let's build it up, but I was like, you know what? Now let's fight Devin. Yeah, we gonna fight Devin. I didn't have to fight you. You don't think I had to fight? I have to fight you. I could defend against somebody else. Why not fight you? What are you talking about?
Closed in on you. You had to fight me.
They didn't close, bro. I could do what I wanted, bro. I could defend against somebody else. I didn't have to fight you.
You had to fight me. So
okay. So what?
So why was you wanting to fight somebody else?
I was thinking about the tune-up. I was thinking about and then get you after that. But I was like, nah.
A tune-up? How? You've been at 140 for how long?
No, not a tune-up. No, not a tune-up. No, my bad. Not a tune-up. My mandatory. I have a mandatory, right? Don't you got mandatories at 35? I had a mandatory.
I'm your mandatory.
Nigga, you're not my mandatory.
I am your mandatory.
Nigga, you're not my mandatory.
I'm your mandatory.
I have a mandatory.
That's why you had to fight me, because I'm the mandatory.
Okay. All right. We're here now. So what's your excuse if I'm here now? I'm right here.
Well, we caught up with Regis and asked him about that specifically. And here was his response. Check it out.
Devin said you needed a tune-up fight. What do you have? What is your response to him before this fight? He said you needed a tune-up fight.
No, I had a mandatory. I had a mandatory spot, and that's what happened. I had my mandatory against I was supposed to fight Sandor Morton, and I was gonna do that. I'm gonna be honest with you right now.
Yeah.
Like, let me tell everybody for the tune-up fight, right? I'm gonna be honest. Go ahead, film this. All right, so he talked about the tune-up fight, right? I was gonna take that. You know why? Because they offered me a certain number for the Devin Haney fight. When Eddie came to me. Eddie came met with me before I signed with Metro. Eddie said, we're going to do this, and then it's going to be Devin Haney for this amount of money. Then he offered me Devin Haney for a different amount of money. So I was like, no, I'm not doing that. That's why if people want to know about the tune-up fight thing, I ain't say that face-off and stuff like that. But that's actually what happened. It wasn't what they said. That's why. So,
it's perspective. They're trying to say
it. People got to get the perspective straight. It wasn't, he told me you're going to do this, you're going to fight this dude in New Orleans, and after that, you're going to fight Devin Haney. He told me that. This was before he even knew about Devin Haney coming back to Matchroom. Devin Haney was still with Top Rank at the time. And so that's why, I was like, no. But then we got everything straight. And my people was like, bro, please don't let Devin on the hook. And I was like, shit, you're right. I can't let him off the hook, So that's what happened.
Eddie, why isn't he at your media day?
Huh? Eddie doing all Eddie business. Eddie might be at Devin media day. That's his boy. I'm pretty sure he probably be at Devin media day. That's his boy. But I said, I told him.
We were there.
Oh, you was there? All right. All right. So he doing so. I mean, Eddie got
He's being neutral.
What's your?
Being neutral shit.
No.
Eddie ain't being neutral.
No.
Now he said he is. I was with him. I was over there at the fights and stuff like that. And I said, I'm gonna knock out your boy. He said, what's up? And I said, I'm gonna beat your boy ass. He was like, that's not my boy. I was like, Eddie, come on, bro. That's your boy. I know it's your boy. You like him more than me, but it's cool. It's cool. I like it. It actually give me extra motivation to do what I'm doing. So I ain't tripping. That'll be his boy.
Well, regardless of the reason, one thing for sure and two things for certain, Regis respects Devin Haney. And that's clear as day. Despite what he says now, since they are fighting obviously, however, before Regis was set to fight Devin Haney, here is what Regis thought of Devin immediately after his fight. Check it out.
Devin's performance in his win.
It was a great performance. First off, it was a good night for boxing all together because fucking everybody was on the edge of their seats and shit like that. Very competitive fight. They went back and forth. I do agree with the decision. I think it could have been a little closer, but at the same time, I felt like Devin was dictating the fight. And for me, Devin definitely showed that he's more than a soft. A lot of people called him like soft-fisted, and he didn't have a chin. Tonight, he fucking showed he's definitely more than that. He can box and he can take a fucking punch, and he's a dog. And a lot of people didn't think Devin was a dog, but Devin is a dog.
Last but not least, surprisingly, Eddie Hearn came out stating that at first, Regis didn't want the Devin Haney fight. However, once he got mad and DAZN got mad at Regis, that's when Regis changed his mind.
Regis said when Eddie first told him he wanted to fight you, Eddie said Regis was not interested in the fight.
Yeah.
So Eddie Hearn himself and DAZN got a little upset about it, and then later on, Regis changed his mind and agreed to fight. Why do you think that, Regis wasn't interested at first? Eddie first presented to him.
I don't know if y'all watched the face-off yet, or yeah. Well, if you look at it, I told him that he never wanted this fight. He didn't want to fight. He wanted to supposedly fight some tune-up fights or whatever. Which I don't understand why he wanted to fight some tune-up fights. This is my first fight at 140. You just won the title, so why would you want to go fight some more tune-up fights? But it just explains. He knows what type of fighter I am. He knows that he's gonna lose. So he was trying to get as much money as he could. He was trying to stall and get as much money as he could. But at the end of the day, I still respect him as a real fighter because he took the fight.
Regis said this fight is basically going to make him a superstar. You beat Regis. What will this do for your career?
He fuck around and turn into a meme. So he might turn into a superstar on a meme when I'm done with him.
Wait, what do you mean by that? How's the meme gonna look like?
Yes, you'll see.
Is it like a knockout meme? Is that what you're?
Yeah, he's gonna be a laughing stock when I'm done with him.
Like y'all want to see a dead body meme?
He's been talking all that shit, and we're gonna see.
How do you feel about people saying
his coach too? They gonna put his ass on a meme too.
it's either going to be knockout by Regis or a boxing class by Haney? What do you got to say to people who have that prediction?
We gotta see. I'm coming to punch on him. We gotta see. This ain't no Shakur Stevenson shit. This is a different kind of shit. So they gonna see. I'm gonna show him. I'm gonna show him something different. He can't. He knows he can't outbox me. He know that for a fact. He's 35 years old. He's not gonna learn nothing new in one training camp. He gonna go back to doing the same thing that he been doing. He's flat-footed. He gonna try to come in and throw, try to put the pressure and try to land one big shot. We all know what he gonna do. Ain't no secret what he gonna do. But what I'm gonna do, the world gonna be surprised.
It don't intimidate you? He's over there wrestling with alligators.
I don't give a fuck. I don't care what he doing. None of that shit intimidate me. When he get in that ring, that square circle, I'm gonna show him that I'm a dominant, better fighter. There's nothing that he can do better than me. He can try to go land, one big punch, and it's gonna be a long night for him.
So clearly, Regis respected Devin Haney so much. He was looking at Devin Haney as the last option, even though Devin Haney was the biggest fight for him on the table. Devin Haney had to activate his mandatory. Eddie had to get mad along with DAZN for the fight to get made, basically. Which this seemed to be the story for every Devin Haney opponent. From Shakur Stevenson to Gervonta to Teofimo Lopez to Kambosos, Lomachenko, and now Regis. Despite what they say, they all feel the same way about Devin. It's like they all feel the same way Ryan felt about Devin when he admitted he was saving Devin Haney for last because that was going to be his most difficult fight. Ryan admitted that Devin Haney beats everyone from Teofimo Lopez to Gervonta. Due to that, he's saving him for last because he's going to be his toughest rival. Which it's fair to say all of Devin Haney rivals feel the exact same way. Their action do, despite what they say. With that being said, go ahead and drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe below. And to be continued on the next episode of Akhi TV. Peace out. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.